Back in the year 73, a caveman named Ludwig, fucking Ludwig, invented a camera, and it was debated amongst his peers whether it should be used for photos or video. The answer was obvious, both, mostly video of course, but it can do both. It can take pictures, it can take superior video. It's a hybrid camera. But for some reason in today's world, things are different. Designed mostly for photos, are they? What happened to our video specs?
All I want is the perfect camera. All I want is the perfect camera.
So I figured we'd talk a little bit about cameras today. Are they meant for both photo video hybrids, or are they mostly photos? Photographers get mad when there's video specs in their cameras, and they get pissed off when you try to shoot video with their photo camera. They're like, what are you doing? This is a photo camera. This is not designed for that. Case in point, this guy, Lord Vader, every single time I post an Olympus video where something's not right, oh, we can't save custom modes, he lies to us all, saying, yes, you can, you just have to check the menu system. You can. I checked it. There's nothing. Program auto. Go press record, you son of an ass. Anyways, here's his comment that spurred today's video. I'm sure it's a true story. With that said, the OM system in a photography camera with the best, he meant is. Here, what a loser. Camera is the best feature you can find for photographers. It's light, the images are brilliant. As long as you don't put it side by side with a full frame. Yeah, I went there. Oh, and if you want to take video, you can. It's a hybrid. You will never get the results you're looking for until you learn how to use the manual system. So he puts it on me. Until you learn what you're doing, then you're ready. Manual settings, tripod gimbal for wildlife. A gimbal. Yeah, this works so great. It's so accurate. Stop trying to force all these cameras into a niche that they don't belong in. The 100 to 400 is my go-to lens for wildlife photography. If I want to video something, I get in a blind and use a 17mm 1.8 in manual with an ND filter on a tripod. What a fun party that must be. 17mm wildlife. I hope whatever you're filming eats you. Eats your hand. When this great grandfatherless asshole tells us that he uses a 100 to 400, it's perfect for photography, that's my point. That's why I bring it up. It's terrible for video, though. So there's shit. What's the point of taking a picture if you can't make a video about how you got there? So he brought up some interesting points. This is how photographers think. You shouldn't be taking video with their photo-based camera, and they're mad when you do. It's not designed for video. Like, why is OM1 advertising 4K 60p 10-bit? Oh my god, why do they have 240 frames per second in slow-mo when almost nobody else does? Fuji does it, Sony does it, no one else ever. It's clearly designed to take video, it's just that Olympus is very bad at it. They don't know what they're doing. They're just adding some specs that could be used in video-based systems. But they don't know how to make it fun or easy or good. Over-sharpened codecs, you can't adjust anything. Custom modes don't work. A lot of weird shit. The autofocus perfect for photos, and you switch into video and it's like, oh, it's not doing the same thing. I have to switch. I get a bunch of comments on this channel. I tell you, I gotta wring your neck. These people are like, you shouldn't ever go to CF, AF plus tracking. That never works. You can use bird detect in just CAF. It works perfectly. You're a moron. Doesn't work in video, bitch. I had to slap a seal right near you so it bleeds on your foot. I took my little Olympus EM1 Mark III out with the 75 to 300, tried to film in 4K with a friendly shutter speed. We're 24p, 48th of a shutter for perfect motion blur. The image is sharp, I'm happy with it. Olympus here doing video. Yeah, they're doing it. They're doing it hard. A camera capable of this super sharp 4K image, and you can actually have the 48th of a shutter. Like, they obviously know that you're gonna shoot video on this camera. It's designed to do it. It's in there. Is there really such thing as a camera that's not a hybrid? Every single one. There might be a couple Leicas or something that only shoot photos, there's no video, sorry. Or Pentax. All their DSLRs, like, they have 1080p, 30p, and they're like bragging about it. Now, it is true that some cameras lean more in one direction. Better at video, not the best photos. Better at photos, videos, it's an afterthought. But they're all hybrids. They can all do both, just not well. Take the Sony a7S III, for example. Amazing video, like leading the industry in video. Photos, it's good for faces. 12 megapixels, like the more megapixels you have in a face, I don't know about that face. That's a sad face. Seeing all the details in your pores, it's like, okay, so if you're taking portraits, weddings, A7S III, pictures, fantastic. Wildlife? I don't know about that. I took this terrible picture of a robin with the Canon R5. I had the R5C in the 100mm macro. Obviously, it's terribly far away, but with that 45 megapixels, you can zoom right on in there, and you can actually see the details. If I did that on my Sony a7S III, even full size, like, you can't crop in 10% without losing your life. Just some examples of hybrid conundrums. The Canon R5 would seem like the perfect hybrid. Best photos, decent video, but the files are so hard to edit. And then they come out with the R5C, which is literally designed to be a hybrid, but they cripple the video specs. Like, the R5 has the better video, animal eye detect, better autofocus, like a lot of things are better. And the R5, the usability, the menus, you can save custom modes. I don't get, just put the files of the R5C into the R5, that's your hybrid. So things go haywire quick. Neither is a good enough hybrid. The a7 IV would arguably be a better hybrid than this a7S III, but then I lose 4K 120p and 240 frames in HD. And then I gain other things like focus breathing compensation. Like, why? Better at photos, worse at video. Hybrid. Nikon Z9 seems to be the ultimate hybrid. 8K60 RAW, 4500 megapixels for every inch. I like that. Amazing. I don't see a downside except it's so big and heavy and clunky and expensive. And there's no lenses, only 400mm primes, 5 of them. Leave me alone, 400. This was weird. I thought I saw a man looking at me, but then I was like, wait, no, I don't see him. Where is he? Like, the leaves, I can see these leaves moving. I was like, I thought I saw a guy there. Like, there's nothing. There's nothing there. He can't be seen. So I was like, oh man, am I seeing things or what? In my opinion, Olympus has like the best automatic video. It's just so easy. Just press record. You're probably going to get some good results unless it's in program auto. That ruins your shit. But as long as you can be in aperture priority, you have some good stuff happening, pleasing colors, everything's nice. But Olympus seems to be the dumbest for the video settings and how we want to tweak things and how we operate. They don't even understand. They can't comprehend it, that we would want to save custom video specs in a custom mode, spec-wise. Doesn't mean the raccoon magic isn't yours if you do so choose to operate in that fashion. It could be. And frog life, if there were frogs around, out of focus, jittery, I would like to see that, personally. And now let's listen to the catbird meow us to sleep. One myth that photographers seem to have is that if their camera didn't have these fancy video specs, it would be cheaper. They really think that, oh, if this couldn't do 4K, it would be like $7 or something. it doesn't add money. Like you're the one who wants your super fast frames per second, 30 frames. Continuous autofocus, continuous exposure. Come on. I don't want to have to think. I got something in there. You're a loser. So taking that technology, transferring it over to video, like it can already do it because you need such a high processor and you're flapping shutter. Let's face it, the camcorder industry is not even a thing. I don't know why they're so far behind. We never get new releases, and if we do, it's some tiny 1-inch thing that costs $5,000. 1-inch sensor, fixed lens, Tony 19. What am I gonna do with that? I admit that camcorders are what should be pleasing me. That's what I should be looking into, but it's not being updated at all. There's nothing. Zero innovations. It's just the same old, your uncle's at your picnic holding it like this. Kick the ball, Jimmy. Great footage. I hope he kicks the ball into your cake and somebody has an allergy to the ball material and they get a scratchy throat from eating a piece of the cake. They didn't know the soccer ball hit the cake. I hope that happens to you. Now you tell me, I see this shot and I'm like, that's a man right there, right? And then I'm, where the hell did he go? Like there was nowhere for him to go. And then all of a sudden he's out of my shot. Complete, like, I don't get it. Like the leaves, I can see these leaves moving. Is he there? Man, this is bullshit. I thought I saw him. I have no video evidence to prove it. It's so annoying. Here's a couple shots with the Leica 100-400 on the EM1 Mark III. I just wanted to see it. My friend had the lens. Did a little, it is sharper. It's definitely sharper than my 35-300. It's nicer, and this is just lens stable. If I had slow-mo, that would be doable. It would be somewhat doable, but let's be real with ourselves. It's not full frame, and therefore not desired. Not in my bedroom. He's peeking at me. People get so mad that I test the Olympus systems with that cheap lens, the 75-300, and they're like, you have to use the 300mm prime. It's like, who would ever put that kind of money into a Micro Four loser system? Be real with yourself. We're getting results here. You got a chipmunk with an ear half chewed off. That's beauty. With a cheap lens, it's light, it's amazing. You think I'm gonna invest like $3,000 into a lens when I can't save custom modes, I can't use the camera with fun in my heart? It's like, who would do that? I don't just have access to all the gear I want. When Camera Canada has like an open box deal, something's open and used, they can send it to me. Or like the R5C, I don't know what happened with that, but they had a unit, they gave it to Gerald first. He did whatever he did with it, he peed on it, and then they sent it to me, and then I got to review it, and I would thank you. But they don't, like, I've asked for a 300mm Olympus Prime. They don't have one. I've asked for so many things. All this stuff. Everything you think I should be asking for, GH, I've asked. They don't have it. So when it comes to if cameras are photo-based, video-centric, or hybrid devices, I think they should all be hybrid, and then lean in one direction, but don't cripple the other side too hard. I don't mind if you crip the photo side for a video-centric. Where's the camcorders? Bring those back. It's plight, suffering, that we don't have what we need, even though we have too much beyond what we could even use. But still, I deserve more. So I'm gonna leave. What do you think? Hybrids, did we learn anything? I should have wrote down some points. Oh, I never do that. Oh, I am lazy. Oh, that's on me. That's on me. Thanks for buying a Fuji Assassin t-shirt while you're down there.